Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to show 103 with the Hippie Pastor. That would be me. I swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. Gents, huh? What? Weren't you going to work? I never said slap that bitch in the butt. I never said that to any woman. I never said slap that bitch on the butt, okay? So just go and come back and call before you come back. Thanks. Okay. Yeah, thanks for trusting me. Yes, you heard correctly, ladies and gentlemen. I never said spank that bitch in the butt. These women are just out to get me because they're fundamentalist, evangelical, orthodox Christians of the wrong kind, of the hypocritical kind, of the self-righteous kind, of the holier than thou kind, and we don't want that. We believe in the God of love, where all shall be saved and none shall be left behind. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce you to the quote of today, which say the following. This is show 103. One life is all we have, and we live it as we believe in living it, as we believe. But to sacrifice what you are and to live without belief, that is a fate more terrible than dying. No, it wasn't Alexander the Great. No, it was Joan of Arc, the great Joan of Arc. She wasn't such a saint after all. I mean, she followed God, but her mission was to kill British soldiers. That's not very nice. See what I'm saying about religion? It was created for war. Even Joan of Arc, she was a warrior, killing people instead of loving people. And she should have been a nurse in the battlefield, helping the wounded soldiers, British or French. What was she doing? Killing them. I've always wondered about that, Joan of Arc. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're still with the coronavirus, but we continue on with faith and love and trust and acceptance to a new life, a new way of life. Allow us to be careful. Here comes Jesus with his wonderful words, of which I am your interpreter, your mediator. I am your bridge between you and Jesus. What a bridge, huh? Okay, so here we are in Matthew 10, finishing up Matthew 10, and we're in verse 39, Jesus speaking. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. Very interesting verse, very deep. If you really want to look at it like you look at a gem, at a precious stone, that's the way the words of God are. Not all the Bible are the words of God. There's a lot of political bullshit put in there by religionists to manipulate and control and make you afraid of eternal damnation, of which there shall not be for anybody. But if you look for the beautiful crystals, the beautiful precious stones in God's Word, you will find some in certain areas of the Bible, like the Psalms and the words of Jesus. But you got to learn, not any idiot, not just any idiot can interpret. That's why I'm here. Let's repeat it. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loses his life for my sake shall find it. And so, see that? So it's not about being selfish and trying to gain material things. You found your life, your comfort, your palace, your nice car. You found your life, your credit cards. You got it all made in the shade, You sit a queen, and you shall see no evil, according to you. But he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. So, just give it up, man. Give it up. Help others. Lift it. The best exercise you can do is lift up the fallen. Anyway, let's continue with Jesus. He that receiveth you, receiveth me. And he that receiveth me, receiveth him that sent me. And he that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward. And he that receiveth a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward. Isn't that beautiful? So Jesus is there saying, see, when people respect you, they're respecting God, they're respecting the planet. When they accept you as you are, even if you're different or from a different political system or a different religion, you're a human being with feelings. You're receptive to love. So we should respect others if we want to be respected. I say that I have some homosexual friends, and I tell them I'm not of that persuasion, but I tell them, hey, you want respect, then respect your heterosexual people, and don't push your shit on them. I mean, be what you want to be, but if you respect others, then others will find it easier to respect you. Jesus continues, and whosoever shall give to drink unto one of these little ones a cup of cold water only in the name of a disciple, verily I say unto you, he shall in no wise lose his reward. So, give, man, give. Why are you so selfish? You're always in a hurry, rushing around. I got to beat the Joneses. I'm in the rat race. How about, helping somebody with a glass of cold water or a drink, a beer, or a soda pop, I don't know, a cake. Help people that need help, be good to people, and God will bless you. You will be gaining treasures in heaven. Ladies and gents, now we enter into Matthew chapter 11. It looks like some of, the disciples of John came to talk to Jesus. His cousin John, he had disciples too. He was also like a prophet like Jesus, and he had his own followers, and they came to, I don't know, they had some issue. But Jesus told them, go and show John again those things which ye do hear and see. The blind receive their sight, and the lame walk. The lepers are cleansed, and the deaf hear. The dead are raised up, and the poor have the gospel preached to them. Beautiful. So Jesus was telling, he did all these miracles, and I think one of the nicest miracles he was doing was he was preaching the gospel, not the gospel of religion, not the gospel of come to my church and be holier than thou, but the gospel of love. Allow us to love one another. Make love, not war. The religion wants to make war, but we, children of God, children of love, want to make love. Don't take it personal. Anyway, as Jesus continues, and blessed is he says, and blessed is he whosoever shall not be offended in me. So many people were offended in Jesus because he hung out with sinners and drank wine and ate and drank with sinners and hung out with the riffraff, with the street people, saying he was the Son of God. So some people were like offended at him, these religious freaks. So he said, blessed is whoever shall not be offended in me. Beautiful. And I don't know if we have time. Do we have time for another, a little bit more? Yeah, we have time for a little bit more. And as they departed, John's disciples, as they departed, where were we? And as they departed, Jesus began to say unto the multitudes concerning John, his cousin, what went ye out into the wilderness to see? A reed shaken with the wind? But what went ye out for to see? A man clothed in soft raiment? Behold, they that wear soft clothing are in kings' houses. So he's saying that John was no little weakling, no little flake shaken with the wind. He wasn't no little flake. He was a strong man, and he also didn't wear soft clothing. He was a rough guy, just like Jesus. Jesus was a tough guy, man. Carpenter, what can you expect? He had calluses on your hands, like me. Well, I just have calluses here because I play the guitar. Anyway, beautiful. But what would you have for to see? A prophet, yes, I say unto you, and more than a prophet. Ladies and gents, I think we're going to hold it. We're going to stop it right there. Allow me to remind you one of the Bible verses that I like to refresh is in Isaiah 64, where God said that our righteousness, human people righteousness is this. Oh God, it's equal to use women's Tampax. And it says this in Isaiah 64, I kid you not, But God's righteousness is a clean, unused tempix. So don't trust in man's righteousness. We're all sinners. But we're all going to heaven if we accept the God of love. No religion. No religion. Love.